Hi everyone, this is Rieko Chacey. Today we are going to learn about poster making. Here is the overview of this video. First, I will go over the basic principles of poster making. Second, I'll present you the requirements for the poster making assignment. Third, I'll explain the process of the poster making. Lastly, I'll demonstrate how to make a poster as an example. What is a poster? It's a large printed picture, notice, or advertisement displayed in a public place. It's an effective marketing strategy that grabs the attention of people towards events, products, or services. Here are keys to success for good poster design. Your poster must be legible, which requires good typography. Your poster must have clear visual hierarchy. Here are some tips to help you create visual hierarchy. Come up with a list of what to include in the poster in order of importance. Show what's most important in the poster visually by emphasizing it using scale, colors, contrast, proximity, alignment, and so on. In order of importance, create visual hierarchy by giving each graphic element appropriate emphasis. Not everything is important. One of the most important key to success is to create a focal point in your design. There are many ways to create a visual hierarchy. Please research on how to create visual hierarchy more by studying the principle of graphic design. Make it visually compelling. Poster is a teaser for events, products, or services. It has to be eye-catching and interesting for people to pay attention to. Make them want to participate, support, and buy for the events, products, or services promoted in your poster. The first 2 points of your poster must be legible and have clear visual hierarchy are to achieve this goal, which is make your poster visually compelling. We are going to make a poster for the musical South Pacific. To make your poster compelling and intriguing, it's important for you to understand what you are making the poster for. Therefore, I strongly recommend you to watch the musical before you dive into this project. Here are the requirements for making the poster. Dimension. Its tabloid size, 11-inch by 17-inch or 17-inch by 11-inch. Copy to include. You need to include potent information about the musical, like title, location, and show dates. Please use the following copy. South Pacific, Rogers and Hammerstein, Robert E. Parilla Performing Arts Center, Rockville, Montgomery College. Show dates: Thursday, May 7th, 8 p.m. Friday, May 8th, 8 p.m. Saturday, May 9th, 8 p.m. Sunday, May 10th, 2 p.m. Graphic elements to include. You can use as many colors as you want, but you need to use at least one color. Have at least one illustration in the poster. You can create it on your own. Use at least one texture or pattern in the poster. You can combine the illustrations and texture together. Also, you can create your own texture yourself. Here is the process of poster making. Step 1. Draw at least 5 thumbnails. The more, the better. Sketching and making thumbnails help you brainstorm your poster. Step 2. Show your 2 best pics of your thumbnails at the first critique to receive feedback. Step 3. Based on your feedback on your thumbnails, finalize your design. Step 4. Start working on your poster by creating a document in InDesign. Step 5. Position the copy in the poster. Think about typography. Step 6. Create your illustration in either Photoshop or Illustrator or both. Step 7. Create a pattern or texture in either Photoshop or Illustrator or both. Step 8. Bring in all of the elements to InDesign to compose your poster. Show your poster in the critique to receive feedback. Step 9. Revise and improve your poster by implementing the feedback from the critique. Step 10. Be sure to make one copy of the poster to be in CMYK for printing and have another copy of the poster to be in RGB for screen media, such as social media marketing. I'm going to demonstrate how I made my poster for this assignment as an example. This is my poster. Now you get an idea about what the final product will look like. First, I drew several thumbnails. Out of those thumbnails, I picked this one for the final design. Then, I collected reference photos for the illustrations I wanted to create for the poster. I started drawing with brush tool in Photoshop with reference photos nearby. You can create new brush by clicking the plus sign on the brush window to customize it to your taste. I drew this with a Wacom tablet. Meanwhile, in InDesign, I positioned the copy for the poster. All the text the poster needs are now in. To make sure the layout will work well, I placed my illustrations in progress with the text to refine my design. Next, using Illustrator, I created the background color with Gradient tool. I created a texture using Image Trace to change the raster image to be a vector image. I placed the JPEG of texture in Illustrator, then clicked Image Trace under Object on the top menu bar. You can also access the Image Trace button on the top. Image Trace offers presets for you to choose how you want your image to be traced, or you can customize the setting to achieve your desired result. When you are happy with what you see, click Expand under Object on the top menu bar, or click Expand button on top. You can convert raster images to vector easily this way. I also created the airplane illustration in Illustrator. Using Pen tool, I traced the shapes of the airplane parts and filled them with colors. I painted the character illustrations using brush and paint bucket in Photoshop. I changed the mode of black outlines to be overlay so they will not be so dark and dominant. As the poster came close to finish, I tweaked the position and style of the text in InDesign. I intended to create a focal point around the title, South Pacific, by using scale, contrast, and colors. Because the title, South Pacific, can sound like a vacation destination, I wanted to show visually that this musical is not about tourism or traveling. Lastly, I want you to make a copy of the poster in CMYK for printing and have another copy in RGB for screen media. There are many ways for you to control the color setting. You can control the colors within the software like Illustrator, Photoshop, and InDesign directly. Or you can convert the colors altogether by simply setting the color output to be in CMYK or RGB when you export your poster to be a flat file. In this case, I exported the poster to be a PDF file from InDesign, selecting the color output to be in CMYK. You can choose it to be RGB too. Likewise, you can select the color output to be in RGB when creating flat files like JPEG, PNG, PDF, and so on. Well, that's all. Thank you for watching. Enjoy making the poster.